Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, actually. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in this morning to Only the Realist. That you guys have all had a wonderful day out there, and be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth, and without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a you versus your person reading, and we're going to start off with you. Right, and we are getting closer to the winter season. And we all know what that means. It's going to be a lot of emotions flowing around, a lot of things to think about in this time, right? So see what we got going. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Okay. So there's a lot of silence here, okay? And I think you may be overthinking the situation. Okay. This is like this constant push and push and push of wanting this to be here in front of you, right? Okay, we have the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. It's an aha moment here, okay? Something being shown to you. Okay. Yeah. We have the Ace of Wands, just the ultimate wish fulfillment of manifestation, and we have the Hangman. Yeah. I feel like you overthinking this created this shift in your perspective here with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you just wanting this here, okay? Like I've said already, we have the Magician and the Ace of Wands here, so, you know. What more is there to ask for, huh? We have the Seven of Swords with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Only fools create opportunities, and I feel like that's what you're creating here. Okay, pulling the you're pulling this person in, but there's like this, you know, you needing to kind of, you know, lower how loud you are in attempting this, right? And not that you're like running around shouting that, you know, this is your person or whatever, but it's, you know, keep your emotions on the low. Just be the magician. Allow these things that you're manifesting to come into form. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, creation is being born. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's really good there. That means that you are, you know, you're very strategic in what you're, you know, what you're processing right now. And this allows you to be very calm, quiet, and, you know, collect pieces. Ooh. Three of Swords. Five of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, so like you're pressing this like comeback button. So I feel like this person is like in your life, but there's like this situation going on where you feel as if this person may have a third party, someone else in their life, and this is very conflicting to you. Okay, Five of Wands, bottom of the deck. We have a problem, right? Because when we have this, we have an individual pressing the comeback button, right? And that's what it looks like you're in right now. You're in like this full-blown manifestation energy where you're like literally trying to pull this person back in. And although it does work sometimes, a lot of times it's just a sign to be quiet, you know, figure out the truth, and then when you have the truth, then you can face the depths of that. But you know, just this it's becomes a waste of energy. Okay, we have the Three of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune, waiting for your ships to come in. You want a new cycle to start, and I believe that new cycle is on the way, but not all new cycles are promised you know, goodness and sunshine. Some cycles are terrifying, you know, they put us through they put us through some things. So, but the learning experience is always there, right? We have the King of Swords with the Lovers. Okay. Yeah, you're strategizing to have this person. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There's this soul connection that you feel with them, but again, there's this, you know, this lingering feeling of like, okay, is this person, you know, dealing, or what's going on? Let's check out your person. Okay, we have the, what's that? The Knight of Wands with the Temperance. So they feel like this has been difficult, right? It's been tough, okay? And they're being put in this, this space of patience, right? There's something that your person is learning. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. This person has been struggling with finances. Okay. Like they're waiting for this financial issue to blow over. Okay. Yeah, and finances can do that to us, right? We can have a point in our lives where finances kind of ruin how we feel, in that moment, right? Yeah, it does happen, we have the Ace of Cups, okay? The ultimate wish fulfillment of emotional stability, right? So, and we have also the Ace of Pentacles, which is really good. Okay, we have the it's the ultimate wish fulfillment of financial stability as well. So yeah, there's some things that your person is working on right now, right? There's a lot of balance that's going on within the emotions and the finances, and I feel like this is growing for them, right? There is still a lot of emotional attachment, right? But there's this separation here, okay? We have the Six of Swords, okay? With the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's about finances right now. Okay. This is someone who's being responsible in how they are creating things, right? Emotional balance and financial balance. It's keeping this person in a good, in a good mind state, I guess you could say, right? Okay. But maybe when this person gets too involved with their emotions, they kind of, switch over to like, okay, I'm just gonna work on finances now, and not really, I'm gonna have my guards up for my emotions for a while. We have the Queen of Cups with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot to carry for them in this to have this connection right now. But this is someone who has mad love for you, or their emotions are intense for you. Okay, but they feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things that they're carrying that's very heavy for them. Okay. We We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Yeah, they're wondering if they're enough for you. You know what I mean? They feel like they have to turn their back on emotions right now because they feel like their emotions are not balanced, their finances are not balanced, and you know, how can they, you know, put in the work in a relationship if they don't have these things taken care of, and you know, in the sense of how they see you seeing them, right? Yeah, this is what their main focus is, okay? Because sometimes things can, you know, stack on to a person, and they can take it, right? They can take all of the hits to the finances, they can take all the hits to the emotions, all the hits to the mental, and still kind of like slowly progress through all of that, right? And then there are just others that just like, I don't have the strength for this, can't do it, you know, it's too much for me, you know. So, but I feel like right here, right, we have the strength. Like the universe wants them to take a second look at what they're thinking about before they, you know, decide to just kind of like, you know, wallow in their own for a while, you know. Have the strength, right? To get up and continue, right? Without having to destroy too much, okay? We have the King of Cups, right? Again, back to this being like, this feels rewarding for this person, not the saying that what am I worth, or do I have enough to give this person, or this is not that, but just like the overall emotion that this person has for you is just like, you know, it's irreplaceable. I feel like they just don't know how to manage, you know, keeping certain things stable while taking hard hits from other things. Yeah, look at that. So it looks like your person's gonna do this, but they're going to they're gonna find these answers within themselves first. Okay, we have the World, and we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a completion here. You know, your person completed hard tasks that they thought that they couldn't complete, when it comes to certain things in their lives, their emotions, their finances, and how they react and respond to things while in a critical, you know, position like that. But that's where our strengths come from, right? Even though we don't get paid to teach ourselves what the universe teaches us about our emotions and our mentality and our abilities to do, right, or to serve, or to help, or to, you know, we don't get paid for these things. But if you sit quietly and understand why they're there, and learn from them, you will you will definitely know this. Your person will understand so much, passing through this. Yeah, look at that. And we have the with the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of, the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. There's just, there's really nothing, you know, matching the type of love that they have for you here. Okay, well, let's check out mutual energies because we are running out of time. It's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but gotta do it. Okay, mutual energies. Yeah, guards are still up. We need those dropped, guys, you know what I mean? But with the Wheel of Fortune, things are moving. Okay, things are moving. So even if your guards aren't down for each other yet, your guards are down for, like, you know, getting back into that positive mindset, right? You know, where you focus on yourself and on intent of becoming mentally healthy, right? Staying out of the cloud of why isn't this happening in this emotional part of my life, right? Let's check out your other mutual energies. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah. We have the Queen. We have the King of Pentacles with the King of Wands, and both of these came out bottom of the decks already, which is crazy. Looks like there's some responsibility going on here. Okay, some responsibility mixed in with passion, right? Here with the King of Wands, we have a lot of passion, right? A lot of intent to be charming, loving, caring, right? In that passionate type of way, right? Let's check out what you're supposed to be doing and what's your overall energy. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And Justice, yeah. It's that cup of love there. Yeah. That's your justice there. You know what I mean? You receiving that cup of love that you deserve, right? Let's check out your person's overall energy and what they're supposed to be doing. We have the Page of Swords with the Eight of Cups. Okay. Looks like right now your person is walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve them, and lo and behold, they are going to be working on how to start this new communication with you. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.